Well, hello and welcome everybody to the live stream. But just in case you're new here, my name is Mike. And tonight we're going to talk all about Scream 6, all of our thoughts, all of our opinions, all the good and all the bad. This is going to be a pretty fun night. Kind of how I got things laid out for tonight. We're going to talk about a little bit of box office numbers first and foremost to start everything off, because I'm really proud of horror movies and the amount of money they're making and all the ass that they're kicking right now in the box office. So I want to talk a little bit about box office. Then we're going to talk about the good. We're going to talk about the bad. I want to have a big discussion about Stu. Is he alive? Where is he? Is he ever coming back? Who the hell knows? And I also want to talk about Scream 7 and what we think is coming up in the next installment. And of course, just in case you're new here and you're not sure how it works, feel free to blow up the comment section with all of your thoughts and opinions and theories, because this is not a rant. This is a discussion. Y'all are just as much a part of this stream as I am. Just because I got a camera, that don't mean much. So without further ado, I want to thank everybody right now that's here with me, kicking it live. Of course, I want to say hello to Tay, my beautiful wife. One of my great friends, Tony, is here. He's getting the hype train rolling. It's a little slow start, but we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it in gear. I know it. I can feel it. Taylor keeping the hype train going. Horror movie kid reviews. Hello, what's up, man? Thank you so much for joining. I also love your hatchet picture there. That's super cool, man. Thank you so much for stopping by, man. Blow up that chat. Let me know how you're doing, brother. YB, the prodigal son, has returned. That's right. The prodigal son is back. Man, sinus infection and all. I ain't letting it stop me, man. We need to talk about Scream tonight. So YB, thank you so much for being here, man. BK Otaku, one of my best friends in life, someone, a brother, someone that I've bled with, someone I've cried with. He's here. Thank you so much, man. Horror movie kid review says thanks. You're very welcome, man. Thank you for being here. And thank you for everybody else that's here too. Downhill is here. Downhill, what's up, man? You still got the best picture in all of YouTube. I say it every time. We're going to be seeing him pretty soon. We would have saw him tonight, but, you know, things happen. But anyway, I want to thank you all for being here, as well as all the other people that are watching that have yet to drop a comment. That's totally okay. Like I said, blow up the chat. You guys are going to be fully involved in the stream just as much as I am. So get all your thoughts and opinions out there. It kind of goes without saying, but massive spoiler alert for Scream 6. We're going to fucking blow the top off of everything. Just putting that out there. So, of course, the first thing I like to do is I like to talk about box office numbers. Now, this movie, it's kind of like a no shit that it made a lot of money and it's going to still keep making money. But again, I like to talk about the numbers. So the reported budget for Scream 6 was $35 million to make the movie, produce the movie, all that. That was the budget, all right? It had a budget of $35 million. Sounds like a lot of money, but I guarantee you it made fucking 10 times more of that, and it's still making money as we go. So budget was $35 million, and the opening weekend, Scream pulled in $44.5 million just in the opening weekend alone. So they already made their money back plus in the millions. Fucking phenomenal, which we all expected that. There's no surprise here. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey was surprising how much that made. But Scream 6, I'm not surprised. I don't think y'all are either. Which also, this opening weekend, if you don't know, actually set a record for the Scream franchise. Scream 6 now holds the highest box office opening weekend for the entire franchise. It set a record. So props to them for that. And as of yesterday, it is recorded that Scream has made $88.4 million, which is over double the budget of the film. And mind you, it's still in theaters, so it's going to continue to climb. My guess, I think worldwide, I think it's gonna go over 100 million for sure. There's no doubt in my mind. I think we're gonna cross over 100 million. So that's kind of the box office openings. I didn't want to spend too much time on that because we all knew this movie, was gonna make a ton of money. So I just wanted to kind of get that out there for folks that like it. I've gotten a few messages over the months of doing these, and people kind of like that stuff. So with all that being said, let's hit the comment section again, see what's going on with y'all. Otaku says, glad to be here, brother. First time on your YouTube live. Really? Man, I didn't even know that, man. Fuck yeah, Brent. Fuck, that's what I'm talking about, man. Come by and hang out, man. Like, it's a fucking great place to be. YB says, definitely going to break 100+ million this weekend. I think so, too. I think it's a foregone conclusion it's going to break 100 million without a shadow of a doubt. All right, you guys, let's talk about. I like to be positive here on the channel, whether it's live or a pre record. I always like to be positive, and then we'll take a shit on some things. So let's talk about the good in this movie. And again, guys, let me know in the comments, blow it up. What you guys like about the movie, anywhere at all. You can start with the beginning of the movie, middle of the movie, the end of the movie, the fucking post credit scene that pissed everybody off. I don't give a shit. Let me know what you guys liked about the movie. For me personally, the first thing that I really liked about Scream 6 was the way it opened. It was something different for the franchise. Now, I don't believe we ever had a double kill in the Scream franchise as an opening kill. And so we got the double kill, and actually, technically, it was a triple kill if you count the dude in the fridge that got the off screen death treatment. So technically, it was 3 kills to open up this installment, and I thought that was pretty cool. And not to mention, when the dude stabbed the girl in the alleyway and he instantly pulled off the mask and revealed himself in like the first fucking 10 minutes of the movie, I was like, whoa, something's going on here. That is when I knew that there was something bigger at play and this was going to be a massive movie. And did it turn out to be that way? I don't know. We'll get to that toward the end. But first and foremost, that's one thing that really gripped me, or really kind of pulled me into the movie, was the opening was so different from everything else that we've seen come before it. So that I really enjoyed quite a bit. Beast says possibly more. Beast, shout out to you, by the way. Thank you so much for stopping by the live. I really do appreciate you, and I appreciate your friendship, and I appreciate you being here. And yeah, possibly more. I agree. Because I think Megan made over 100,000 when it was all said and done. So I'm pretty sure Scream 6 is gonna cross over that 100,000 or 100 million threshold for sure. Horror Movie Kid Review says Kirby is back. Yes, he is, man. Kirby is back after how long has it been, guys? When did Scream 4 come out? It's been a long ass fucking time. But yeah, Kirby is back. She's an FBI agent now because she said she was tired of being afraid of the monsters and she wants the monsters to be afraid of her. It was something like that. But yeah, man, Kirby is back. And Horror Movie Kid Review says it was one of his favorite parts. Yeah, man, totally. Kirby being back was really cool. I personally have some issues with the Scream franchise and how they handle legacy characters, but Kirby coming back was handled decently, I felt. I felt like they could have done a lot more with Kirby, but at the same time, I don't think she was just a shoo-in. So seeing her come back was really, really cool. Tony says, for me, this was my least favorite opening kill of a Scream film. I get that. You know what I mean? Like, I like it because it's different, but the kills and everything weren't, like, it wasn't like anything to behold or anything. I felt it was just different. And then the one Ghostface stalking the other Ghostface, I thought was kind of clever around his apartment. That was kind of cool and kind of creative. But I see what you're saying, Tony. Though, like I definitely don't think it's something to, like, write home about. But yeah. OYB says, I said my hot take once and I'll say it again. Scream 6 opening rivals the original's opening. That's right. That's right. I said it. God bless you, man. Like I said, if you guys don't know me on like a personal level, or you're really in tune with my channel or anything like that, just know that I'm not the biggest Scream fan in the world. Like, it's not even top 20. It's not even top 30 franchises for me. I appreciate Scream for what it's done. I absolutely appreciate the late great Wes Craven, his mind and everything he was able to create, and how different Scream was and when it came out, and everything it's done for the genre as a whole. But at the end of the day, I'm not the biggest Scream fan, so just take all that with a grain of salt. Like I said, anything I say tonight, just don't kill me. YB says, or I'm sorry, Tony says, YB facts. B said, I like the part where Gail died. Oh wait, she didn't. I know, but Star, you're such a big Beast. You're such a big Gail Weathers fan. I'm surprised you're not sad that she almost bit the dust. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna definitely get into that when it comes into the bad. We're definitely gonna get into that. Another thing I really loved about this movie, and I think, yeah, I don't even gotta think about it. It was my favorite scene in the entire movie, hands down. I don't think it was a gas station. Like that mini mart scene with the when Ghostface had the shotgun, like that big scene that everybody was talking about that was in the trailer, and it was like, oh my god, he's using a gun with his mask on, pop, pop, pop. I love that whole scene, the tension from everything, from the girls running in there, running away from Ghostface, all the way to the be like, we got a problem here, buddy. Guy gets stabbed in the neck, dude pulls out the shotgun, Ghostface takes him out, shooting at the girls, pop, pop, pop. That whole scene was great. And I thought it was well written too, like because like naturally like why don't Sam and Tara just get the fuck out of there? But the fact that the back door was locked, and when the dude was when the attendant was looking for his keys, and that's how he got. I thought that made sense to me. I was like, how is he going to get the jump on this dude with a fucking shotgun? But the fact that he did because he was looking for his keys, I thought that was believable. So that entire scene, I really, really liked. Really, really liked that. Another positive I had for this movie was the look of Ghostface. You know, his wardrobe, his boots. It's kind of all the same thing we've been seeing now for fucking 6 movies. But the aged and the weathered mask look, very, very similar. I mean, straight out of Halloween 2018. I really did like that a lot, and I thought that he looked cool. He looks fucking awesome. I thought the look of Ghostface was absolutely phenomenal. I thought he looked really, really cool. So I can't hate on the appearance of Ghostface whatsoever. I thought he looked pretty fucking cool, and I thought he looked really menacing too. BK Otaku says, hater. Hey, man. B says, number one Gale hater. I mean, fuck Gale, man. I don't know. We're going to talk about Gale tonight. Tony's talking to YB. He says, sorry, I was thinking of opening of 5, not 6. Fair. Taylor says, Mini Mart was the best scene in the movie 100%. I agree, because I had a lot of problems with the fucking with the climax of the movie. I had a lot of problems with some of the decisions the characters made and how everyone's fucking invincible in this movie, but we'll get to that stuff later. And BK says hasn't seen it. Haven't seen it yet. It's okay, man. It's still in theaters. You got plenty of time, my friend. Plenty of time. Guys, I am sick tonight, so I'm so sorry if I cough or I got a throat drop in my mouth, guys. I'm really just trying to do the best I can, y'all. I'm trying to get through it, man. Trying to get through it. But y'all can help me by blowing up that chat. You know, you guys provide the content, and I'll just be here to read it. Another thing I really liked, I'm looking off to my notes here on my left. Another thing I really liked about this movie was how, and people knew it from the trailer, how vicious and how brutal Ghostface came off as. Like, he came off as very balls to the wall, crazy, vicious, like more so than I feel like he's ever been. Well, maybe Scream 4, he was really vicious too, I felt. Scream 4, if I remember correctly, I thought he was pretty vicious as well. But I liked how vicious he was in this movie, in terms of just the way he would move and the way he'd come at people. And he wasn't this stumbling idiot that like the first 3 movies had, where Ghostface was just getting his ass kicked by refrigerator doors and he's tripping over his fucking cloak and shit. That's why I never really liked Scream. I'm like, this guy's a fucking joke. You know what I mean? I would just fucking, I feel like any one of us could just kick his ass. You know what I mean? Like, all right, come at me with your fucking stupid ass knife and I'll fuck you up. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit. But regardless, I thought he was very, very brutal in this movie. You know what though? He was really brutal in 5 too, because that opening scene with Jenna Ortega in the last one was fucking nasty. But how vicious was he? In technical terms, we'll get to that later. You know, because I'm not so sure that he was as vicious as people thought he was, because he kind of ends up being a bitch in the end. YB says, at Tony, with 5, the only thing that was different was that the victim survived. In 6, the fact we seen someone donning the Ghostface mask to kill and then get stalked by Ghostface is pretty cool. And I agree with you 100%, YB. I thought the Ghostface stalk and Ghostface dynamic was pretty cool. Never seen that before, you know. He thinks he's big shit. I just killed somebody. I'm the shit. Blah, blah, blah. I'm on the phone. And then Ghostface calls him and starts stalking him. That was pretty fucking cool. I got to give him that. YB says, at least for me. Well, me too, so that makes 2 of us. Trina, Heroes and Horrors here. What's up, Mike? What's up? Thank you so much for joining. I cannot thank you enough. Trina, did you happen to see Scream 6 yet? I assume you did, because you might not watch this if you haven't. Major spoiler alert. Once again, I say it every time you're in my lives. I absolutely love your real horror live streams that you do. I have such a blast with them. So thank you so much for being here. Let me know all of your thoughts. Tony says, Ghostface has such a simple look and it would be so easy to ruin it, but I did like the look of him. I totally agree. I'm so happy that the filmmakers haven't decided to, let's do a crazy Ghostface. You know what I mean? Let's just get wacky and crazy and let's change, you know, just, it was a subtle enough tweak to his look to where it fucking worked. You know, and it made sense because the mask was aged and over time, you know, it got dry and it cracked and shit. Again, just like the 2018 mask I'm looking up over my shoulder over here. So definitely love it. Horror Movie Kid Reviews. The 3 Ghostface were badass, but the people under the mask were not. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. Again, we're only going to go for about an hour, hour and a half tonight, guys. I don't want to take up too much of your Saturday night. We are going to get into the Ghostface reveal and everything that I liked and everything I didn't like, as well as, excuse me, all of your guys' thoughts as well. We're definitely going to get there. Horror Gang is in the house. What's up, man? I appreciate you stopping by, man. I really, really do. I hope you get to do a Scream 6 live as well, because I know y'all rewatched all of them in preparation for 6, which I should have did, because I guarantee there's a shit ton of fucking Easter eggs that I missed, and y'all are going to have to help me out with it, because I did not do that. Horror Gang, thank you so much for being here, brother. Excuse me, guys. I'm sick. I got water tonight. No Jack and Coke. No Name Misfits. What's up, man? I appreciate you stopping by, man. I remember you got a badass collection. I believe I saw your shorts, and you have all those awesome-ass fucking Predator figures and shit, and you got them all displayed really nicely. I think some Terminator, too, if I remember correctly. I talked to a lot of people here on YouTube, but thank you, Misfits, for being here, man. I really, really appreciate it, man. Let me know what you think about Scream 6, brother. Some other things that I really liked in this movie, and arguably like my favorite thing about this movie, was the chemistry and the acting among the entire cast. In particular, remember how Chad was like, "We're the core four, the core four." Those 4 in particular, Chad, Mindy, Samantha, and Tara, if I got their names right. Those 4, the chemistry they had on screen together, you really felt that friendship, that family, that dynamic. Like, you really, really felt it, and it came off perfect on screen, and I loved watching them perform together. Oh, good God. Should have gone live tonight, eh? We'll be okay, guys. We're going to get to it. Yeah, I love watching their chemistry together. I thought that it was by far one of my favorite things to watch in the movie, because they're all so good at what they do, and they just have this chemistry that just jumps off the screen to me. Like, I loved it. That whole table scene, every time they're at the table together and it's just them, there's no Ghostface, there's no action, it's just them acting and feeding off of each other, and it was so well done. So well done. I loved it so much. Horror Gang says, of course, man, I had to stop by. Thank you so much for stopping by. And please don't leave me, man, because I'm going to get lonely. Seriously, dude. Don't leave me, man. Please don't. Tony says the core 4, LOL. Me personally, I feel like the core 4 is kind of cheesy. Like, I wouldn't say some shit like that. You guys remember the core on WWE? God, that was fucking horrible. Like, when the Nexus broke down, and then they took like a couple of the members and like, we're the core. Horrible. With 2 R's, I believe it was, too. Like, that fucking made any fucking sense. Yeah, man. What else? What'd you guys like about Scream? You guys let me know. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know what you guys liked. Another thing I really liked about the film here, I'm just trying to look at my notes. I put decent suspense with Gail. So the Gail scene, I got a lot of fucking problems with, just in general. Honestly, her presence in this movie, I have a problem with. But in terms of the suspense of the actual scene, the chasing, the running on the phone, when she hung up on him, I think I thought that was the funniest thing in the world. That was pretty funny. Another cough drop, guys. I thought that was pretty funny. So that was pretty good, but the suspense was good because she is a legacy character, and some people, not Beast, but some people really, really love Gale Weathers, and they love her character, and to see her in peril like that, it got a lot of people scared, and there was a lot of suspense, a lot of thrilling buildup for that scene. So I have to give credit for that. I just have to. Another one I really liked was the subway scene. I thought the subway scene was fucking phenomenal. I love all the nods to all the other horror franchises. I mean, from The Exorcist to Pinhead to Jason to Freddy to you name it, they were all on that fucking subway. That was really cool. I loved that. The whole subway scene in general. Chad getting left behind, and then they got separated, and then there's this other Ghostface, and they kind of get closer. Like, it was a very, very tense, nail-biting kind of scene. A lot of fun. Really liked it. Another thing I forgot to mention in the beginning that I liked was the nod to Jason Takes Manhattan Part 8 is playing on the screen, which obviously Jason Takes Manhattan, now Ghostface Takes Manhattan, here we go, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, obviously that was their little nod to Jason Takes Manhattan. For what it's worth, I am a million more times Jason fan than I am a Ghostface fan. And me personally, I like Jason Takes Manhattan better just because it's Jason, and I love all the Jason movies. But looking at it through the lens of an actual good film and um, how it was received by the fans and stuff, yeah, Ghostface did it better. God damn it. Is that what you want me to say? He did it. He did it better than Jason. He took Manhattan better than Jason did. But the question is, did he do it better than the Gremlins? No, he didn't. Gremlins are number one, baby. All right, let's see what y'all are doing. YB says Sam with some eye heart emojis. Hey man, it's her or Sienna, man. Take your pick, bro. Or you can have them both. Beast is mad, I assume, about the Gale Weathers comment. Tony says Gale was not needed in the film. I love her, but it just didn't feel the same. Yeah, man, totally. We can dip into that. I like when you guys control the stream. I got that in my notes right here for the bad. I felt like Gale did not need to be in this movie at all. You literally could have taken her out of this movie, and the movie would have been exactly the same. She did not need to be in here. All she did was get attacked and then survive. Like I said, the scene had some suspense and shit, but who gives a shit? Honestly, I think Scream needs to do better with their legacy characters. And this is kind of a rant that I was going to go on toward the end of the video in the negative section, but let's do it right fucking now. I feel like that Gale, or not Gale, I feel like legacy characters in general are just not done well in the Scream franchise. Just like Scream 5. All the legacy characters, they just felt shoehorned in, especially Sidney. There was no reason for Sidney to be in Scream 5. Like, just shoehorned in there, like, why are you here again? And that's kind of how I felt with Gale in this movie. Like, there really wasn't any point for her to be here. You could have just completely taken her out of the movie, and I don't feel like it would have I feel like it would have changed anything. We'll touch more on that later. YB says Sam versus Sienna, winner gets me and the loser gets me. God damn it, I mean, oh, what is Scud saying? Blade 3, little three's company action. That's fucking awesome, man. Guys, I'm really sorry about my cough. Horror movie kid reviews. Who was Gale's boyfriend? Laughed my ass off. Did not even get to meet him in the movie. Dude, for real. Talk about another useless ass character. Like, he did absolutely nothing. I don't think we knew his name. I don't think we knew anything about the guy. And like, dude, what a fucking bitch, by the way. Because obviously we all see in the movie and we all know who the Ghostface killers were. And for that fucking big ass muscle bound motherfucker to get jumped and taken out by any one of those Ghostface, dude, that guy's a bitch, man. Okay, his boyfriend, that poor man. Guys, I'm really sorry. Oh man, Tony, you're killing me, man. Yeah, that sucks for him, man. He didn't even see it coming, man. He's just like, hey man, I just wanna get with Gale Weathers, man. I just wanna bang this chick, even though she, no offense, looks like she's had a ton of plastic surgery since the first movie, but I just wanna bang this chick, man. I'm trying to get on Walt Mall shit. He just got killed just for wanting to get some ass, man. That sucks. That fucking poor guy. God damn it. Yeah, another thing I did like, you guys, was I didn't see the killers coming. Now, I've talked to a few people leading up to this stream, and they actually pegged the cop right away. Hell, people were pegging the cop from the fucking trailer that Detective Bailey was going to be one of the killers. You guys are much more well versed in Screamology than I am, because I had no fucking clue. I was completely like blindsided when it was Detective Bailey and his kids, and then the relation to what the fuck is his name from the last movie, the killer in the last movie, Eric or something, Aaron or some shit, I don't know. I didn't see that coming whatsoever. That kind of took me by surprise. I was like, huh, all right, definitely didn't see that coming. So the killer reveal definitely got me because I didn't see it coming, and I really liked the good misdirection. I kind of feel like a bitch. Was I the only one that fell for the Kirby misdirection? Was I the only one that fell for that? When Detective Bailey calls and he says, hey, look, she's not FBI anymore. She was released 6 months ago or whatever, mentally unstable. Get out of there. honest to God, I thought it was Kirby, and I was like, "Whoa, it's Kirby! They're going that route." Like, I was so intrigued to see how they were gonna tell that story. Obviously, it turned out not to be Kirby, but I definitely like that because they got me. And if you can get me with a film, if you can trick me, if you can make me feel a certain way or think a certain way, then that's a fucking plus in my book. So yeah. B says her boyfriend was so unneeded. He showed up to get killed within like 30 seconds. Yeah, exactly. Like, talk about these unknown ass fucking characters, man. Like, guys, does he even have any dialogue? I think he just like gives her like a glass of wine or something and dies. Like, I think that's all he does. Like, fucking poor bastard. Tony says, sadly, the cop was spoiled for me a month before the movie release. That sucks. But I saw the other two from a mile away, and so did Michaela. Really? See, you guys are better at this than I am, man. So all I'm trying to say is if we all go to like one of those, like, not an escape room, but like a whodunit kind of things, don't take me with you because I'm not gonna fucking know. I'm not gonna know a damn thing, man. Y'all don't take me with you because I'm not gonna be able to spot who the killer is to save my life or anybody else's for that matter. Another thing I really liked about this movie was I really like what they're teasing, the story that they're building with Samantha, obviously the daughter of Billy Loomis, the OG, one of the OG Ghostface killers. I really like how they're teasing her dark side. Her donning the outfit and killing the cop at the end, and her wanting to maybe hold on to his mask there at the end of the movie, all the way to her telling her psychiatrist or therapist, whatever the fuck he was, that she liked it or it felt right. Whatever she said, like she likes the darkness, the killing, like it's in her, which is kind of a cool, it's kind of a cool plot to tug on. You know what I'm saying? Like it gives her character a little bit more to work with than just, hey, here's like one of your final girls and she's pretty and she's gonna run around. It gives her something to work with. It gives her character more depth, and that I really, really like. Let me scroll through my notes here. Hold on, guys. All right. So, what else did you guys like about Scream 6? Because, at least as far as my notes go, that's pretty much all I had written down. On my notes here. Tony says the very second Quinn said something about her dad losing her brother, we both figured it out. Wow, no shit, really? God damn. See, I suck. Don't fucking rely on me, you guys, to find out who the killer is, right? And if we were like in an elevator and we have to figure out who the devil is, don't trust me. Y'all might as well just kill me off and just figure, okay, that's one suspect out of the way because I ain't gonna be no fucking help, seriously. So I don't know, man. What else you guys like about Scream 6? Like I said, that's really all I had in my notes for things that I liked. I mean, there was cool things here and there that we'll get into throughout the duration of the stream, or if one of y'all say something that kind of triggers something in me. But overall, those were the main points that I wanted to address and what I liked with the movie. Tony says, maybe it's just me, but I'm over Sam and Billy. Fair enough. I mean, in Scream 5, when Skeet, what's his name, Skeet Ulrich or whatever, Skeet Alterbridge, I don't fucking know. When Skeet had that like little slight cameo role in 5, I thought that was really cool. I was like, oh shit, like that was pretty cool. But I kind of see what you're saying. You fast forward to this movie and he's back again, and it's like, okay, like dude, like first of all, like you look ridiculous, and second of all, like yeah, I'm getting a little bit old of seeing him kind of come to her, and talk to her with his face on screen. It's nothing against him, the actor, or anything. The guy's getting work and he's famous for the role. But regardless, I don't know. I feel like I know what you're saying there. I can't fully agree, but I definitely see what you're saying. YB forever. Sam's doctor's murder was cool. Yeah, I totally agree with that. YB, what's funny, and you guys I might catch a little bit of hate for this. But for me personally, everybody was ranting and raving about how great the kills were in this movie. Like, I saw it all over the place. Comments, thumbnails, everything. I saw everybody just going on and on about how great the kills were in this movie. I gotta be honest with you guys. I thought the kills were pretty fucking lackluster, man. The doctor murder was cool because he got stabbed like right here, right? Or something. That would fucking suck. So that was kind of cool, but again, it's not something we haven't seen before. You know what I mean? Like Ghostface 9 times out of 10, stabby, 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 stab. And that's pretty much all it is. And this movie, to me, was kind of more of the same. For me personally, I felt it was more of the same. I didn't think the kills were all that. Like they were hyped up to be like, oh shit, you gotta see the kills. I didn't think they were all that. Horror Movie Kid Reviews says the Ghostface Shrine. All right, so you like the Ghostface Shrine. Me personally, I'm torn on the Ghostface Shrine. For me personally, I wouldn't put it in the good or the bad category. I'd put it maybe somewhere in the middle. On one hand, just seeing the shrine was really cool because it was filled with Easter eggs, and diehard fans could sit there and pick through it, and they can just have fun with it, and they can get like a fandom fucking boner for fucking a fandom chubby for fucking days to come, just picking through that simple image of the Ghostface shrine. So aesthetically, I liked it to look at. Obviously, I'm a huge collector, and I love looking at shit like that, especially when it's all on display and shit. I really like seeing it. But storyline wise, I don't understand how all of that evidence could go missing and there was never an investigation launched or anything. Like nobody realized that all that shit went missing. And not to mention, but the dad, we built this shrine in honor of my son because he loves Ghostface so much. Like, I don't know about all that. That to me, that felt a little bit of a stretch. Like, I don't know about that, dude. I don't know about all that. That felt a little cheesy to me. Tony says, is it just me or are they trying to make it seem like everyone's favorite killer is Billy? Because I'm pretty sure the fan favorite killer is Stu. The favorite killer is Stu. Yeah, man. I think this is something that Scream has had, honestly, since Scream 2. I think everybody focuses on Billy. Everybody focuses on Billy. And I think they even say it in some of the sequels too, like Stu doesn't get the proper recognition or whatever. But I totally agree. Like when you talk to almost any fan, I feel like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 maybe, are going to tell you that Stu Macher is their favorite. He had the most charisma in that first movie. Matthew Lillard is a fucking gem of a person. Like, I totally agree with you. I think that Stu needs more respect. I think he needs more love. And I think he's going to get it. We'll talk about that towards the end. Want to play? My boy James is here. What's up, bro? I'm at work right now, but stopping in for the algorithm. If I'm saying that. Yeah, the algorithm. It threw me off, man. Like, cause I looked at it, I'm like, what the fuck is that word? Well, thank you so much, man. I hope you're having a good time at work. And by the way, I picked up some at FYE today. So shout out to FYE. All right, everybody, let's talk about the bad. We're a half hour in. Let's talk about the bad. Things I didn't like in this movie. First and foremost, this bothered the absolute shit out of me with this movie. Everybody in this movie was fucking invincible. Like, literally, invincible. Like, if you're going into Scream 6, you're going to have to suspend your disbelief. You're going to have to suspend your disbelief even more than Rey Mysterio beating Batista. You have to literally just turn your brain off and just watch the movie. Because the shit that happens to these people, and they are, not only are they alive, but they're fucking virtually fine, and drove me fucking bonkers. Just drove me insane. Like, for instance, I wrote this down. Everybody that is invincible in this movie. Now, you could call it plot armor. Yeah, probably. Tara, Sam, Gail, Mindy, Ethan, Kirby, and Chad. Every one of them sustained life-threatening, devastating injuries, and none of them fucking died. That is my biggest negative on this movie, is why everybody was so fucking invincible, and the movie didn't have the balls to kill anyone. That's what really bothered me about this movie. Like, we were talking earlier about how vicious Ghostface was and how brutal he was and how, but in retrospect, how brutal or vicious was he really? Because he didn't kill anybody of importance. None. Everybody he killed was all side characters. Now, you could say the girlfriend on the ladder. Okay, first of all, who gives a shit about her? I think she was added just in that movie. Like, who gives a shit? We've known her for like 20 minutes. Who gives a shit? Nobody cares about her. But it's like this movie didn't have the balls to kill anyone, and that really bothered me. It reeked of almost like Infinity War going into Endgame, or even, and I hate to say it, y'all know how much I love it, Hannibal season 2 finale, the TV show. Oh my God, everyone just got slaughtered. Holy shit. And you're on pins and needles to see what's next. Just kidding, everybody's alive. I don't like that shit. I thought that was whack as fuck. Some of them should have died. Maybe there's a bigger meaning behind it. We'll talk about it later. But the fact that they didn't have the balls to kill anyone, and this movie really pussyfoot, that really bothered me. That really bothered me. Taylor says, Stu all the way. I'm pissed he wasn't in this. Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about Stu. I got a stuffy ass nose. Tony says, you can't just beat Matthew Lillard. You just can't beat Matthew Lillard. Taylor agrees. I do as well. Tony says, kill a goddamn main character, please. That's what I'm saying. This movie was so afraid to kill anybody. And that's what pissed me off. At the end of the movie, now here comes fucking Chad holding up his fucking core 4, the core shit when he's Slater. He comes out holding up the 4. We got a faint pulse on Gale. Fucking Tara gets stabbed and literally no-sells it. Fucking no-sells it. Like, I'm telling you. Y'all can go back. Y'all can go back and watch the fucking movie. At the end of the movie, in the big climax, right? Tara's holding on to her sister. Let me go, let me go. She lets her go. Knife right in her stomach. Right in her midsection, okay? Literally no sells the injury for the rest of the film. She's walking. She's talking. She's sitting down. She's having an emotional moment with her sister. None the while is she holding her stomach or is she appeared injured at all. She seems totally fine. Like she's fucking invincible. And that just drove me nuts with this fucking movie. It wasn't even one person or two people. Like I said, Tara, Sam, Gale, Mindy, Ethan, Kirby, Chad, every single one of them had devastating injuries. And they somehow survived. And this movie didn't have the balls to kill anybody. That's all I got to say about that. How can Mindy get cut in the arm and almost die, but stabs to the stomach totally fine? What the fuck? Exactly. Totally, exactly. Like, look at the girlfriend. What was the girlfriend's name? Guys, what was Mindy's girlfriend's name? She's another one I didn't even put on the list. But anyway, she literally gets gutted. Knife in her stomach and gutted. Gutted. There's no way in hell she was able to sit on that bed and do everything that she was able to do. Honestly, there's no way that she was even able, like, as cool as it was on the ladder and they wanted to get that cool death scene, there's no way in hell she would have been able to climb across that ladder after getting gutted the way she did. I'm sorry. It doesn't make fucking sense. You got to turn your brain off. You have to suspend disbelief in this movie. You just have to. B says Gale and Chad should have died, especially Gale. The whole scene when she was attacked was stupid towards the end of it. I totally agree. Oh, guys, I'm sorry, guys. We'll go about an hour tonight because I'm just killing it. Not physically. Yeah, you guys. So as Beast, I totally agree. Like Chad, he got double teamed. Now this was something I like too. When both the Ghostface grabbed him, and he's literally getting stabbed, like all in his ribs, his stomach, his chest, from 2 knives from both sides, repeatedly. I don't even know how many times he got stabbed, 10 or more. And not only is he alive, but he's able to smile and do the fucking core 4 shit at the end. It just doesn't make sense. If he somehow survived, he should have been like coma status. There's no fucking way he survives. I'm sorry. I don't buy into it. Tony says, how many times was Chad stabbed? Exactly. B says Mindy's girlfriend is Anika? Well, rest in peace, Anika. There you go. Rest in peace. Yeah, movie was too chicken shit to kill anyone. I kind of got this feeling, you guys, like, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about this. There's a part of me that feels like that for Scream 7, I feel like some of the core 4 or Gale or maybe 2 of them, maybe 3 of them, I don't know. I feel like they're going to get the Newt treatment or the Dwayne Hicks treatment, or the Kincaid treatment, the Dream Warriors treatment. I feel like one of the core four, if not multiple, or Gale Weathers is going to be the opening kill for Scream 7. I just have that feeling that they kept them alive just so they can get their names on the fucking marquee for the next movie. That's what I honestly believe, and I think they'll die. I think they're going to get the opening death. I truly believe that. And I was talking to my friend YB about this yesterday, and he kind of elaborated on it further and said that does make a lot of sense because that would really set the tone and everything for the next movie kind of going into it. You know what I mean? Like, it would really set the tone. Whoever the next Ghostface is, they ain't fucking around. So that's what I think. I got that gut feeling that that's what's going to happen. Guys, I'm so sorry. This is the most unprofessional thing I've ever done, but I have to go blow my nose because I won't be able to talk anymore. Guys, hold on 1 second. Blow up that chat. I'm so sorry. Hold on 1 second. All right. That's better. Now my voice doesn't sound as shitty. Well, hey, at least we maintained viewers here. Nobody left me. So anyway, like I was saying, I just get that feeling that some of those main characters are going to end up being the main kill in the next movie to kind of set the tone. That's just the kind of vibe I get. I had put that Gale could have easily been removed. I put she's an idiot. Don't they know better? Okay, so yeah, we've already talked about how Gale didn't even have to be in the movie. I feel like we all agree on that, or Tony, at least you and I do. I think YB does as well. Taylor, you do as well. Another thing I can't stand about the Scream franchise, and well, not the whole franchise as a whole, but in particular, the last two films, is their legacy characters are just fucking stupid as hell. Like, they're so dumb. Like, I will forever stand by this. Dewey should have known better in Scream 5 than to not shoot Ghostface in the head and to get that close and to try to pull the mask off. He should have known better. I'm sorry, he's a cop. He's been through this a ton of times. He was the one saying, shoot him in the head, shoot him in the head. He should have known better. Now, fast forward to Scream 7. Think about this, okay? Gale is attacked in her house, in her home, her apartment. I don't know what the fuck it was. She's attacked in her house, in her home, okay? Now, Gale decides to run into her giant walk-in closet. Now, think about this logically. Think about real life. Someone's in your house, they're trying to attack you, and all they have is a knife, okay? You are in your closet. Your back is against the wall. You have a loaded gun in your hand and a working telephone. And there's one way in that closet. There's one way in. Why in the hell did she not just call the fucking police? What the hell is Ghostface going to do? Motherfucker, you come through that door, your ass is going to get fucking blasted. Because there's only one way in. If you want to get to me, you got to go right through these bullets. Meanwhile, she can just call the fucking police because she had the phone in her fucking hand. Why did she not do that? Instead, she goes, oh, I'm going to go out there and find this fucker. Well, that was real smart because you almost got killed. The characters are just stupid. And that's what really bothers me. And I know we're all horror fans and it's the tropes. I mean, slasher movies and stuff are built on people making dumb decisions. But at the same time, when you're that fucking stupid, when you're a legacy character that should know better, that shit drove me nuts. That just really bothered me. Horror Movie Kid Review says, yes, that would be cool for Scream 7. I agree, man. I agree. And I think there's a good chance that that will happen. Like you said, I think they will kill Chad in Scream 7. I'm pretty sure, too. YB had actually had actually floated the idea. So all credit to him on this next thing I'm about to say. He was actually saying that he thinks they might get Chad or Gale or someone like that in the hospital while they're still recovering. Ghostface is going to get him in the hospital. That would be fucking sick. I hope that happens. That'd be really cool. Tony says, if I could have it my way, I want to see Sydney's husband, Mark, from Scream 3 die in the opening of 7. And maybe, I know it's crazy, but one of her kids, too. God damn, Tony. Jesus Christ. That is if Nev Campbell comes back to the franchise. Well, Dude, that's fucking crazy. It's funny that you said that because Star, Beast, Beast, YB, and I were all talking about this last night, and we kind of thought about the same thing. Like, they got to do something major to bring Sydney back because now that she has a family, she has something to lose, and that is how you bring her back. That's how you bring Nev Campbell back, and I think bringing her back will be really good. This was it's the biggest Scream movie yet. Like, as far as opening weekend and stuff, it's setting records for the franchise. So what does that kind of say about Nev Campbell? Do you really need her? I don't think you need her per se. They've done a really good job building up Samantha and Tara to kind of carry this franchise forward. And they said, she deserves her happy ending. Maybe that was their way of writing her off. I'm not quite sure, but either way, I think Nev Campbell should come back. And Tony, I totally agree. She needs to lose somebody. Some of her family needs to die to bring her back in a big way. 100%. 100%. Also, I don't know if it's just me, and I know how to use a firearm, but why the hell do none of these people learn how to use a firearm and also practice how? I assume it's how to aim, dude. That's what I'm saying. Gail has been through this shit 6 times at this point. 6 times, and her bright idea is to get a fucking pistol, put it in a combination safe lock that I don't know if she forgot the combination or she was fumbling, she couldn't get to it. I don't know what the hell she was doing, but she needed to get her ass in that fucking safe and she couldn't do it. You think she would know by now? Exactly. And speaking of guns, how come nobody gunned up? I mean, Samantha and Tara flat out said Ghostface is going to come for us no matter where we go. Get some fucking weapons and wait for his ass. Just take him out. Which leads me into my next negative about this movie. How many fucking times did Ghostface get knocked to the ground and they go, run, run, and everybody just hauls ass? Dude, there's 4 or 5 of you. As soon as that motherfucker hits the ground, you jump his ass. This is what I said yesterday when I was talking to some friends. All of us in the chat right now, Tony, Beast, YB, we're all hanging out together. And someone attacks us with a knife. We're going to jump his ass. That's what you do. You got the numbers on him. Just jump him. He's on the ground. Just get him now. Why wait till later for him to get you, to catch you slipping? Get him now. The dumb character decision in this movie really drove me nuts. Beast says exactly. And then when she said, tell Sid he never got me, as it looks like she's taking her last breath, was pretty dumb in my opinion. Yeah, I didn't get that. Is that an Easter egg or something, guys? Tell Sydney he never got me. Like, because I'm fairly certain in that moment, Sydney thought she was going to die. Excuse me. I'm pretty sure that she thought she was dying in that moment. So to tell Sydney he never got me, was it like a pride thing? Like, he never got me. But people have died on the toilet. You know what I mean? I mean, hey, pride aside, man. Like, if he got you, he got you. So I'm not sure if that was an Easter egg or something. Y'all would have to let me know. The Slaughtered Lamb Movie Podcast says, hello, folks. Hey, dude, I'm like 90% sure I listen to your podcast and I'm a fan of y'all. Like, I only say that I'm pretty sure because I listen to a lot of podcasts, so please don't take any offense to that. I am truly humbled that you stopped in here. Hello to you as well, and thank you so very much for being here. Thank you so much. Let me know what you thought of Scream 6. Let all of us know what you thought of Scream 6. Tony says, movie logic versus real world. I've been stabbed once. It's not going to happen again. That's what I'm saying, man. I have unfortunately never been stabbed. Well, by a pencil I was. But no. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not going to let... Exactly, Tony. You said that happened to you once. It'll never happen again. Tony, could you imagine being attacked by somebody for 6 or 7 times and you're just not to the point where you're just like a fucking trained killer at this point? I mean, like, look at fucking Laurie Strode. She got attacked by Michael Myers one night and she turned into fucking Rambo Sarah Connor. But all these other legacy characters, oh God, no. Nope, they got one pistol they can't remember the fucking combination to. I'm just scrolling through my notes here. We're at about 10 minutes shy of an hour, you guys. Let's kind of go toward the end of the movie. Of course, if you guys want to talk about anything else besides that, throw it in the chat, and I'll be more than happy to read it out. We could talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. But As far as my notes, I'm weaning it toward the end here. One of my biggest complaints about this movie was I put no cliffhanger or no hook. The amount of publicity and hype this movie had coming out, I mean, like, excuse me. Excuse me. All the shit that they were doing to promote this film and how big it felt, and it was New York. And this movie did have a feeling of being bigger than any other movie in the franchise. Like, it just felt the world expanded a little bit. And all they needed to do for me was give us a big cliffhanger or a big hook right at the end of the movie to just stick that meat hook right in your back and make damn sure that every person in that theater is going to be there for the next film with their ass in that seat. I'm getting goosebumps just saying it right now. There should have been a big cliffhanger or a big hook at the end of Scream 7 to lure us into the next one. Give us a sneak peek of what's coming. Do the big grand finale. Do the big fiesta is what I like to say. Because now this leans into the stew and everything else. I don't care what they would have did at the end of that movie. YB has an awesome idea for how the movie should have ended. Something as simple as my wife told me, Beast, I think you said it too. Something as simple as when Samantha dropped that Scream mask, that Ghostface mask on the ground. As the movie's ending, you see the police siren, the police lights, hear the sirens going off. All we see is somebody walk into frame and pick up the mask, fade to black. That's all we need. That's all we need. Just some sort of hook or cliffhanger to just get us excited for the next film. And I've had people tell me, well, the Scream movies don't do that. They don't do cliffhangers. That's not what this franchise is known for. Yeah, exactly. And that's why you're supposed to do it. This is the 7th installment in the franchise. For the love of God, do something different with this movie. Like, I'm looking to my left here at all my Jason figures all lined up. All my NECA Jasons. Granted, some of those movies are pretty sketchy. At least they had the balls to do something different. You know what I mean? I'm not saying take Ghostface to space, but I'm just saying do something different. Give us a big story hook to end the film. Give us something. And what do I think that big hook should be? We're going to talk about it in a second, but first I want to see what you guys are up to. Excuse me. Tony says, like, nobody in these movies took a single self-defense class. Really? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You get attacked how many fucking times? And Tony, like you said, you've been in a situation where you were stabbed. Maybe you were attacked. I don't know the parameters of the situation, but you knew that shit ain't ever going to fucking happen again. You see it in real life all the time. Somebody tried to grab your kid at the grocery store, and now you've got a conceal and carry license because nobody in their right mind is going to just take attack after attack after attack after attack and just be like, well, come get me, Ghostface. There's nothing I can really do about it. I got my little pea shooter. Stupid. The Slaughtered Lamb Movie Podcast says, no problems. Thanks. For me, Scream 6 was just another Scream film. Nothing new, no risk taken. Ghostface was like Goldberg. And to discover he was a 60-year-old dude with pot belly was laughable. Dude, I never looked at it like that. That's fucking funny as hell. But I mean, you nailed it, man. There was no risk. There was nothing new. That's my big problem with this movie. They should have done something crazy. Just we've never seen before. Big cliffhanger ending leading into something else. Maybe, and YB has said this tons of times too, maybe Ghostface survives. There's another Ghostface at work that we don't know who he is, and he's alive at the end of the movie. Like, give us something new, please. It just felt like Slaughtered Lamb said it. It was just, here's another Scream movie. Here's the beginning. Here's the end. Have a nice day. I want something to hook me, draw me in for the next film. And they didn't do that. Tony says, the end of the movie fell flat for me. Me too, man. Me too, 100%. To be honest with you, as we lead into the Stu talk, I told my wife at the end of the movie, I said, if Stu shows up, I'll forgive everything else. I will forgive everything else if Stu shows his fucking face. Never happened. Nope. I thought he was going to be the after credit scene. Didn't happen. Wanna play, says James. I'm on break. I'll be here for the next 10 minutes. I agree, though. The ending was super lame. Dude, James, I agree, man. Like, the ending just sucked. Like, honestly, even if Samantha would have kept the Scream mask, that would have been something to entice me. Tickle my balls a little bit. Give me something, man, please. Like, she looks at the mask and she tucks it in the bag and she just walks off screen. Or she walks away with Tara. And now you're like, oh shit, she's keeping that. Maybe when she donned the mask and she killed Detective Bailey, she liked it, and you start wondering, like, where's her mental state and what's going on with her? Give us something, please. Tony likes Ghostface in space. All right. Horror movie kid reviews. Shout out to all the 11 of you people watching, by the way. Thank you all so much. Make your voices heard, y'all. Let blow up in the chat, man. You'll get much loves, much shout outs, and get your name on the screen, y'all. Stu should have picked up the mask at the end of the movie. 100%, dude. What, dude? Shout out to Slaughterland for Ghost Space. That's a fucking hell of a title. Tony likes it too. Hell of a title. Fucking brilliant. Now Tony brings up something that I never thought about. Tony says the issue is if Stu was shown, it takes away the best part of these movies, figuring out who the killer is. Now that, to be honest with you, I never really stopped and thought about it, but now that I think about it in this very moment, you're kind of right. So maybe don't even show that it's Stu. Just show someone picking up that mask or something. Like, just something. My honest opinion, guys, I don't know how many more Scream movies they're gonna do. Like, is 5, 6, and 7 gonna be like a trilogy? Is it gonna go all the way to Scream 10 because they want to get that Scream X title? You know how they like that X, like Saw X and Jason X. You know they like that shit. So I don't know how many more movies they're gonna do, but I know one thing for sure. My honest opinion, and let me know what you guys think down here in the comments, is what I think they need to do is somehow, some way, bring Stu back, reveal him as the mastermind, but Stu's not the only killer. There's other killers as well. Get creative, do whatever you want, but Stu's the mastermind. He's finally coming back to get revenge on Sydney. And Tony, like you said, that's where Mark bites the dust. Maybe one of her kids, maybe both. Bring Stu back, bring Sydney back, and that's the big, whether you do it over one movie or two movies, that is the big finale of Scream, and you end the franchise on that. You end it with Stu and Sydney. You end it right where it began. Always had a thing for you, Sydney. Is that what he said? End the franchise with those two characters. I don't know how you can do it. I'm not a writer. I don't know. But just end the movie with Sydney and Stu. That's what I would do, me personally. And look, it's not going to end Scream forever. Ghostface, this franchise, this character, this likeness, it's going to outlive all of us. You know what I mean? When we're long gone, our grandkids' grandkids are going to be fucking watching Scream fucking 37. It's never going to go away. But you can put the franchise to bed, take a long hiatus, you know, like they do it, like Halloween, for example. After Halloween ends, put it to bed. Like, we're going to get another Halloween movie. We already know that. But let it rest for a while. Give it some years. Let it rest. That's what I would do. Do a big finale, Stu and Sydney, perfectly craft it together, and end on that. That is your finale. That's what this should all be building toward. Also, if he were to come back, that would be spoiled so fast. Now, Tony, that is something we did talk about. YB and I and Beast yesterday. With the internet now, nothing's fucking sacred, right? Like, that's why, and honest to God, I think that's why I don't really enjoy professional wrestling as much as I used to. Because everything is spoiled and at the tip of your fingers, right? Like, everything is so available and out there to where it's like, shit, man. Like, I don't want to know the secrets. You know what I mean? I don't want to look behind the curtain all the time. So I see what you're saying. Want to play James says the reveals for 5 and 6 are almost exactly the same as 1 and 2. So if that's intentional, it means the killer in 7 is going to reveal they were behind 5 and 6. And my guess is that it's going to be Stu. Honestly, brother, I haven't watched the Scream movies, the first 5, in quite a while. So I off the top of my head I can't connect those dots, but I think you got a good theory. And I think that Stu has to come back because here's the thing. Like, I hear what Tony's saying, like, it would get spoiled. It would. But the thing is, y'all, everything in a movie is there for a reason. Every piece of dialogue, everything you see in the background, set designs, everything is in a movie for a reason. Nothing is just simply put there, right? And something I've learned about film. I have, like, film study books and stuff that I've read, and nothing is ever put there by accident. They teased the holy high hell out of Stu in this movie. They literally, like, excuse me if there's any youngsters in here. This was like some chick is just stroking you off like nonstop, and right when you get to that, right when you get to the end, she goes, "I'm done. I'm done." You're like, what the fuck, bitch? Come on, what the you can't end on that. That's exactly what this movie felt like to me. They teased and teased and teased and teased Stu. The way they wiped off the blood, they were hovering on his face. They said maybe he's not really dead. The fucking TV, everything, his robe. This movie teased the shit out of Stu. It was like I really, 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 really thought he was going to be the cliffhanger. I really did. Tony says, "I'm pretty sure they said it was a trilogy." Oh, fair enough. I could see that though. A trilogy is pretty solid. Don't fucking go on to fucking Scream 10 and shit. Beast says, if there was more than one killer, you got to figure out who Stu would recruit, motive and goal. Yeah, exactly. Like, all of y'all in the chat right now are probably much bigger Scream fans than I am. So you guys would be able, and YB, if you're still here, like, I know you guys can come up with some awesome fucking theories and how you can bring everybody back and how it can all mesh together. Probably a lot better than I can, but who knows? I mean, maybe we'll do a live stream and I'll bring some of you guys on and we'll have a huge Scream theory, or like our theory, and we'll kind of craft the next sequel amongst all of us. That might be a fun stream. You guys let me know if you'd be interested in that. Sorry guys, if you're just joining me, I have a sinus infection and a sore throat and everything, but I wasn't gonna let it stop the show, so I'm really sorry about my horrible coffee, and I swear it's not always like this. If you're just joining me for the first time, consider subscribing. I really appreciate that. And hey, everybody watching, could you guys do me a huge, massive fucking favor and just like the stream? That will help the algorithm, and it will spread it to other people and say, hey, this dude's pretty cool, and it will give it to more people. So please, please, please like the video or the stream. James says, or I'd have Sam the killer in 7 because they've been teasing it and it would make more sense and be shocking. Yeah, man, totally. I don't know. I'm not sure what they're teasing with. I'm not sure what they're teasing with Sam, because they're definitely teasing her dark side and they're really playing into that. Like they're really going into her dark side. Is it going to go so far as to her being a killer? I'm not sure. I'm not opposed to it. Is it headed in that direction? I think it's a 50-50 shot, bro, for real. Like, I don't think it's like 60-40. I think there's a good chance of that. Tony says it should be Stu and Freddy from the first movie. See, I don't even remember Freddy, man. Like, when I saw Freddy, I thought you meant Freddy Krueger, and I'm like, that'd be cool. Hey, you want to get Freddy Krueger in a Scream movie? I'm down. I mean, I don't think you're gonna get Robert Englund out of retirement to play Freddy. Like, everyone was stroking their dicks about, oh, Blumhouse is going to get Robert Englund back. And I said it a fucking year and a half ago that it wasn't going to happen. Oh, sorry, Tony. Tony says, Michaela hates it because I can just watch a trailer of a movie and figure out pretty much the entire story. Well, Tony, that's a big problem, too. Well, first of all, you're a knowledgeable horror fan, and you're able to connect dots and shit. So you got that going for you. But also, movie trailers nowadays, they just reveal too much. I see the Night Watch Zone is here. Fucking thank you so much, dude. Jesus Christ. Like, I fucking love your channel. But I know Night Watch has talked about this before, too, on one of his streams. Do movie trailers reveal too much? And honestly, I think they do. Because nowadays, you get like 3 or 4 trailers with extra content. Give us just one. Honestly, me personally, I'd be okay with one teaser trailer, and that's it. That's it. I don't need anything else. So, I see what you're saying. YB says sounds good to me. Yeah, I'll reach out to some of you privately. Maybe we'll do a Scream stream where we just literally we come up with our Scream 7. That'd be kind of fun. Like I said, the Night Watch Zone. Guys, I always try to shout out other channels, but guys, I'm telling you, the Night Watch Zone. This guy was born for this. He can stream like nobody's business. He's so smooth and he's just so accurate and on point with it. And I just love his channel. And I get a lot of my inspiration from him. Like he's just so much better at this streaming stuff than I am. And he's just fucking awesome. So anyway, I'm done fanning out. He says, "Hey, what's up? Hope you're well, man. I'm doing good, man. Like I said, I still got some health issues going on. I'm still not 100% sure what's going on with me. I hope it's not like, something sinister like cancer or something. I hope it's not, but other than that, man, I'm doing really good. I got some collectibles today. Everything is good in my world." He says there is still a chance for Stu in 7. Radio Silence and Kevin Williamson have said never say never. All right, man, that's what I'm saying. Never say never. And the fact that they keep teasing him is what makes me think he's going to come back. Like, if he was dead, wouldn't they just put that to bed fucking 2 movies ago? Because people are going to continue to clamor about him. Every single time Matthew Lillard's at a convention, people are going to fucking constantly ask him, when are you coming back as Stu? When are you coming back as Stu? The poor guy, give the guy a poor break. Either confirm he's dead or bring him back already, because the fact that they're teasing it tells me they got something planned. Horror Movie Kid reviews, so Sam versus Stu. I would like to see that. That'd be fucking awesome. What if we get like 2 Ghostface duking it out? You know what I mean? Like Ghostface versus Ghostface. That'd be kind of cool. I love versus movies. James says, I could maybe see Stu getting into Sam's head because of their relationships with Billy and turning her into a killer, calling it right now Sam and Stu for Scream 7. That would be fucking super cool. Like, I mean, for me personally, the believability factor of him being able to corrupt Sam and turning her into a killer, you would have to craft that story the right way. But they've also been teasing it, and they've slowly been building it since the last movie. So honestly, dude, like if that turned out to be the case, that'd be fucking awesome to me. And that's something that I talked to my wife about. That's something that I talked to my wife about was how cool would it be, like the dynamic and the relationship between Stu and Sam, because Stu and Billy were like best friends, right? And Stu really loves Billy and he idolized Billy and all this. Now that's Billy's daughter. What would their relationship be like? What would that dynamic be? You know what I mean? Like, that fascinates me. That really fascinates me. Taylor says Sam and Stu would be awesome. Totally agree. No Name Misfits, thank you for the shout out. I appreciate it. Yeah, man, of course, man. Anytime, dude. Like hey, look, I know I'm a small time content creator. I'm a nobody. I know that. But anybody that has a channel, big or small, I will go out of my way to promote your stuff. I'll go out of my way to shout out your stuff. I'm always here to help the people, because at the end of the day, we're just one big community that love the same stuff. And I am never going to be someone that's ever going to be envious or jealous or malicious toward other. He's got more subscribers than I do, or he's got this or that. Man, we're all into the same shit. Let's just have fun. We don't need any more snakes in this fucking community of ours, because believe me, there's some out there. We don't need any more. Night Watch Zone says, thanks, bro. You got your style. That's great too. Keep doing what you do. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I'm trying, man. Like every day I try to improve. Every time I do a stream, I try to improve. Like this time I had, the graphic made up with some music, and I put the what's your favorite scary movie at the end. And, I'm always trying to work on my background. I'm trying to get t-shirts to match my shit. So every day I'm trying to work on my stuff, man. I feel like it's slowly getting better. So thank you, man, so much. I appreciate that. Tony says, I did meet Freddy Krueger. He's in the first movie. Remember the Easter egg when the Fonz is about to die? Freddy is a janitor. No, dude, I don't. I legit don't remember that. That's how long it's been since I watched the original Scream. I shouldn't even be on here talking. I don't even remember that. Son of a bitch. Well, in that case, yes, bring Freddy in. Why the hell not? Please. We'll go about 20 more minutes, guys. Tony Bloodbath. I feel like there is too much hype for Stu to come back. He would never live up to all this hype and want for him to return. I don't disagree with you. I can certainly see an argument that if he came back, it would be underwhelming and people wouldn't care, because the hype is at an all-time high. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, I really don't know, dude. I see your point, and I don't disagree with your point, but I feel like if they did it right, the right circumstances, I feel like it could go over pretty big. But to match that level of hype, you're probably right. I don't know if it's ever going to be able to match that. That hype is like next level shit. That should be it for my notes, you guys. Tony says I wouldn't want him to come back just to make people happy. The story needs to be right. Now, see, that I agree with. You can't just be like, "Hey, Stu's back. Cool." Like, no. The story, like I said, has to be perfect. Me personally, I would son of a bitch, now I remember. Tony sent me the screenshot of Freddy as a janitor. Now I remember. Just now I fucking remember. Son of a bitch. I remember that. Yeah. Bring Freddy back. Now I'm on that train. Yeah, no, man, I agree. Like, you got to have the story be right. You can't just bring him back to bring him back. And this franchise, we've seen thus far, they don't do well with legacy characters. Don't bring Stu back just for some stupid fucking lollygag bullshit. Like you said, to pop a number and make everybody happy. If they can craft a well thought out story that makes sense, and then it's perfect. But I feel like if you're going to bring Stu back, like I said, it has to be the finale. You can't bring Stu back and then he dies officially, gets shot in the head, Scream rules, he's dead, and then you just do another sequel right after it. You can't do that. Stu has to be the finale. It's the only way you can bring him back, in my opinion. I'm so unprofessional. Guys, 1 second. All right. I'm really sorry about that, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm really sorry about that, but like I said, I'm really under the weather today, so I got to do what I got to do to get through. Tony says, also, I may be wrong, but I thought Wes Craven said Stu was dead. To be honest with you, bro, I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not the most knowledgeable Scream fan of all time. I'm much more knowledgeable in, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Leprechaun, Saw, shit like that, Aliens, Predator, like that shit I can really be a lot more in depth with than Scream. Y'all are much bigger Scream fans than me, so you guys would have to tell me. Maybe he did say that, though. I think that it's hard to tell because apparently in Scream 6, when they're showing all the Ghostface killer suspects, it does say under his name died in 1996. So I'm not quite sure. Honestly, I don't know. He says, or it was Kevin Williamson, possibly. Like I said, I'm not sure. Like, I don't really watch a lot of interviews or anything like that for Scream. It's just never been something that I really dig deep into until starting the channel. Then I dig a little deeper, of course, and I do live streams and whatnot. But other than that, no, I really don't dig too deep. So anyway, you guys, I think that's pretty much all I have to say about Scream 6. As a whole, if you like the Scream franchise, I think it was a solid entry. But like Slotted Lamb said and so many others, it didn't do anything new. It didn't break any ground. No cliffhangers. It wasn't bad. Like I said, you like the franchise. It was a solid entry. No barrier breaking. For me, it was kind of dull. Like, I went into this thinking this was going to be my Halloween 2018. Halloween 2018 made me a bigger Halloween fan, walking out of there. I really, really thought that this was going to do the same for me for Scream. I bought the t-shirt. I was hype. But unfortunately, walking out of Scream 6, I was just like, it didn't take any risk. They kind of pussyfooted. The characters were dumb. Everyone was invincible, blah, yada, yada. Everything we discussed here on the stream. But by no means was it a bad movie. It was enjoyable. just turn your brain off, eat your popcorn, you'll have fun with it. Especially if you like the Scream franchise, I think it was a solid entry for that for sure. Horror movie kid reviews. Stu has to kill Gale in Scream 7 if he is in it. Dude, I hope so. It feels like everybody wants Gale to just die at this point. Like, they killed the fucking fan favorite. They fucking killed Dewey, right? Why'd you kill him? He's the one we liked. Even Sydney annoys me. Is that a hot take? People say Sydney's one of the greatest final girls of all time. To me, dude, Sydney just annoys me. So, all right, you guys. Like I said, that's pretty much all I have to say on the movie. We're at an hour and 15 minutes. I mean, we can go to 120 or even 130 if you guys want to talk about anything else. You guys have any more thoughts down in the comments, let me know. I want to get to your guys' comments, but that's pretty much in a nutshell everything I thought about Scream 6. Like I said, turn your brain off, just watch it. It's not gonna break any barriers or anything like that. But at the same time, if you like the franchise, you'll like this one. And let's just see what they do next with the 7th one, because it's coming. It's inevitable. I mean, with the money it's making, horror is just kicking ass right now at the box office. We've had a great 3 months, y'all. Think about from Megan to Cocaine Bear to fucking Winnie the Pooh to Scream 6. Dude, they're all making like double, triple their budgets back in money in the millions. And it looks like Evil Dead Rise is getting a lot of love. You guys seeing that? A lot of love. Tony says, why the hate for Gale? Damn. I don't know, man. Everyone seems to hate Gale. Like, I thought she was... I just thought she kind of acted like an idiot, but to be fair, a lot of people in this movie act like an idiot. So I don't have any specific hate for Gale, Beast does. Gale sucks. Beast hates Gale. Tony says, so Evil Dead Rise stream next. Yes, dude, 100% Evil Dead is next. Yeah, I think Evil Dead's next, right? That's the next biggest horror movie. I think it's, Evil Dead Rise. Yep, we're going to do a live for that. We're also going to go live for Saw 10. I mean, obviously, oh my God. Like, I'm going to have to fucking, like, settle the fuck down for Saw 10 because I'm going to be way too fucking excited. Yeah, man, Evil Dead stream is definitely coming down the pipeline. As far as what I got going on with the channel coming up, I'm taking a little bit of a break from Toy Hunts right now. I know how popular they are and the amount of messages and comments I get from people, y'all. I can't even tell you, man. Like, I get like Instagram messages all the time about those Toy Hunt videos and how much people enjoy watching them and how much it means to people. Like, and I'm being serious. Like, people like tell me all this heartfelt stuff, and it forever keeps me humble. But I have to take a little bit of a break financially. Toy Hunts are a lot of money between the gas and the NECA figures. I mean, everything in the world, but NECA figures are really expensive. So that's what I'm saying. The Toy Hunt's a little bit off, but I did pick up a new NECA figure today. I will be doing a review for that next week. That'll be up on the channel. And also I am in the process of buying some more screen used movie props. I'm talking with somebody right now, and I'm hoping to strike a deal. One of which, it would be a holy fucking grail piece for me. Holy grail piece. Gonna set me back a couple thousand. But man, oh man, it'd be holy grail piece. So that's what I got coming up on the channel, you guys. More streams. All the biggest horror movies. You can catch them here on streams. I don't hate Gale. Horror movie kid review say. I only say that because they killed Dewey. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Tony said, can't say I'm excited for Evil Dead. Never cared for those movies. LOL. Yeah, dude. Tony, yeah. I mean, Tony's not excited at all. Yeah, I mean, Tony, honestly, I'll be surprised if you even watch it. No, the biggest Evil Dead fan I've ever met. Tony says, did you say Saw 10? Yeah, man. Saw 10, Saw X. They're cute with that shit. We're definitely going to stream about that. Excuse me. So before I die live on stream and this goes viral, everybody, I want to thank you all so much for stopping by, checking out the channel. I cannot thank you guys enough. We started off, I went live to nobody, and within minutes, y'all started flooding in. So I can't thank you all enough for kicking it with me and sharing all your thoughts. If you have anything else to say, go ahead and put it down in the comments below. Don't forget to please like the video. Oh, hold on. The Undead of Night. What's up, man? I appreciate you coming by. I really, really do, man. Thank you so much. He says, not a fan of Scream. Evil Dead Rise looks good. New prop purchase, something from Hannibal. Yeah, as a matter of fact, yes, sir. I do agree. Scream, I can give or take, honestly, with it. Evil Dead Rise does look really, really good. And the new prop, something from Hannibal, yes. Something from the Hannibal TV series that you guys know is my favorite TV show of all time. And it's what I named my channel after. And I already have so many amazing screen used props from this TV show. The hatchet, the Lawrence Fishburne finale suit right behind me, the Hannibal drawing over there. I don't even know what else I have from Hannibal. I got shit everywhere. But yeah, I'm currently in the process of getting some of Hannibal's kitchen knives that he used in the fight against Jack in that very scene when he wore that suit. That very fight scene, Hannibal's kitchen knives. I'm in the process of getting those, and I am also in the process. He said he's willing to sell it to me. I don't know if I can take it from him because I know how much how much it means to him, but it would be a holy grail piece. And if you've seen the Hannibal TV show where Mason Verger has Hannibal captive, it's Hannibal's straitjacket. It's a straitjacket that Hannibal wore in the TV series. So we'll see what happens, you guys. If I get it, I'll do a short on it or a video on it or something like that. But the Undead of Night, thank you so much, man. I love your picture. That's super fucking cool looking. Thank you so much for stopping by here in the end. Tony said, I told Michaela we're seeing it twice the same day. Fuck yes. Taylor says, Michael proposed to me after the Evil Dead remake. It holds sentimental value to me. That is true. That is true. We went on a date night to go see Evil Dead, the 2013, I think it was, remake. And yeah, I proposed to her, asked her to marry me after that movie when we got home. And, you know, next month will be 15 years. So time flies, y'all. Tony, you're going to get the last word here. I can't wait for Evil Dead Rise. Its early reviews are great. I'm pretty sure it's at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. Yes, dude. I saw that like 20 minutes before we went live. It's at 100% right now. People are saying it's chilling. It's unnerving. It's fucking crazy is what I'm hearing. So, dude, like, yeah, I'm going to talk to you about that. Tony, I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to talk to you about that Evil Dead stream. I might have an idea. So, Tony, you're getting the last word, my friend. What the fuck? Why did you never tell me that, bro? It's awesome. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I felt, no, I don't think I ever have told you that. That's weird. Huh. Well, now you know, right? Knowledge is power, I suppose. All right, guys. I want to thank you all so much for joining me on the stream. I don't want to burn you guys out. Enjoy your guys' Saturday night. Thank you to everyone who stopped by. I cannot thank you all enough. It means the world to me. Much love, everybody. Enjoy your Saturday night. You can check out the channel for toy hunts, although I'm taking a little bit of hiatus, figure reviews, collecting tips, anything of that nature. I'm doing shorts on all my cool collectibles around the room. Thinking about starting a TikTok and kind of doing some comedic stuff, kind of show like the more funny personality side of me. So all that's coming on the channel. Please, please, please like the stream, share it around. Let's grow the community together because, you know, it's not about me. It's about us. I say that every time. So thank you guys so much for joining me. This was an absolute blast. You guys make these streams what they are each and every single time. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy your Saturday night. Can't thank y'all enough. Much love, and I'll see you guys on the next video or stream.